Welcome. This museum exhibit is about artifacts which explain the history and complexities of alternative payment models for commercially insured patients. So cool. The first artifact we come to is a scene of the dominant payment model in this era called fee-for-service. This shows a patient receiving a checkup by a doctor. The second half of this diorama scene shows the doctor submitting a claim to the payer and getting paid for the service provided. This payment model is simple to understand, however, it doesn't give providers incentive to improve quality or reduce costs. The provider simply gets paid for whatever service is provided, regardless of patient health outcomes. Interesting. In the commercial market for health plans, payers are not publicly funded. Many patients receive health coverage from their employer. Categories of these payers are self-funded employers who pay claims out of pocket, fully insured employers who pay predetermined premiums to an insurance carrier, or individuals who get a plan on exchange. The next artifact would be a selection of employer logos who are self-funded, fully insured, and state and national exchanges where individuals can get insurance to give a sense of the variety of payers. All these payers have the incentive to lower their costs while increasing the quality. To lower costs, commercial payers experimented with alternative payment methods to reform how providers are paid. The next section of the exhibit would be an infographic giving an overview of several categories of APMs. In the model termed fee-for-service, linking quality and value, the exhibit would display a listing of incentive payments providers receive for performance metrics. In this APM, the payer uses their patient data to set performance goals for providers. These goals might be to close gaps found in payer health effectiveness data. In another model, providers are eligible to share in savings they generate with a payer, but also puts them in financial risk if costs exceed a budget. A contract between a provider and payer from this time period would be displayed with key points listed. Budgets are set using historical claim data, and quality of care data influences the amount of risk and savings providers are exposed to. In the population-based APM, the payer pays providers upfront in a lump sum. Providers give care using this set amount. Payers then use quality of care data to adjust future payments up or down, provide an incentive payment, or assess a penalty after the care episode. Payers use this claim data to set the payment budget to cover all care a patient is expected to receive. This section of the exhibit would show a screen to display the claims data and algorithms used to calculate this risk adjustment payment, showing the complexity of this model. Far out. Many APMs involve getting providers to take on some financial risk. Surveys found low provider tolerance for the risk and complexity introduced. Despite concerns from providers, a survey of payers showed 90% believed APM usage would increase. This survey would be exhibited as an infographic of payers' attitudes on the future of APM adoption. Thank you for visiting our exhibit.